Hello, beautiful. Welcome to Returning to Light with Julia Treat. That's me, your host for today's podcast. This is a podcast dedicated to raw truth, real growth, and radical transformation. Today, I am thrilled to have back Danielle Matthews, my friend from ASEA, and Robin Krasny has joined us as well. There is something that has hit the streets that ASEA has created that is truly, I don't know if I can say this, but creating miracles. That's just what I'm going to call it. I actually got this tube a couple of weeks ago. Some of us that are associates, we could get it ahead of time, and I have been using it, and I'm blown away. And we're going to talk about what this is doing for people, and also, hopefully, Danielle, you can talk about the difference between that and then the Renew 28, the white bottle. So I will share real quick something that I'm experiencing is with my back and my knee. Just some issues going on, and my yoga practice I kind of got to where I couldn't do some of the poses, and I had to kind of, dial it back a little bit. And since getting this tube, this Redox Gold, I'm using it, and I am able, whoops, sorry, hit my computer there, I'm so excited. I am able to do poses that I have not been able to do in a long time, and not having the discomfort afterwards from pushing it. So that alone was a miracle in a bottle for me. But recently, I was speaking with a friend, and he was talking about his mother going through some things like just massive discomfort in this area, just burning, and nothing the doctors were doing was touching it. And we know there's some potent stuff out there, but nothing was helping her. And she was literally losing her mind from the discomfort. I sent a bottle of that with him, and I said, just try it. I mean, this is new, and let's see what happens. And one application took away all of her discomfort in that area, just shooting right through here. So she continues to use it regularly, but she is living life in a much better state. So I want to talk to you, Danielle, and you, Robin, and your experiences and what you're hearing on the street, from people that are using this product, because it's mind-blowing.
Yeah. Well, I'll just describe a little bit of my own experience, and then I'll let Robin talk, because she's been doing body work for almost 40 years, and this is like her world, people dealing with discomfort, and she knows it and knows it well, and knows a lot of people that have it. But myself, I've always had it's like a knot in my neck, ever since my car accident 12 years ago. And it's just body workers have tried to work on it. I've done cupping, acupuncture, like all the stuff to try and get that out, but it was just always tense. And no matter how much work they did on it, the next day, bing, and it's just like, all right, this is how Danielle's body is, So the Redox Gold, I'll be quite honest with you. I was like, there's no way, there's just no way, it's going to touch it. But I put it on, and probably 3, 4, 5 minutes, I wasn't timing, but it wasn't long. I went, wait a second. No way. And it felt like that knot just started to loosen. I mean, I literally felt the muscle relaxing. And to the point that I went, oh, the other side's tense. Now I could notice the other side. And I've had this now, because we were able to get it a little bit early. I've been using it for a month, and I've been putting it on every day, 1 to 3 times. It kind of just ranges, because it will last. That relaxed feeling lasts for hours. And then, if it starts to come back, I put it on again. And what I'm finding is the baseline tension every morning is getting less, which is wild to me. Mm-hmm. But the company says this isn't just a lot of stuff out there on the market is for just relief, right? Everybody has CBDs or Tiger Balm or Icy Hot or whatever. And it's temporary relief. It's sort of masking it. It's kind of surface level. This doesn't. They said, hey, it's helping with relief because it's stimulating the body to deal with the issue. And so the underlying root of the issue is getting worked on. So they say it's not just relief, it's recovery. And I can say after a month of using it, I felt it. And then my ankle, I rolled my ankle. I wish I had one of those cameras, that you can see the front door, because it was hysterical. I walked out the front door, there was a hole, my foot rolled, I had a smoothie. It was a green kale and whatever smoothie. It went flying, got all over my face.
Oh, that would have been a good
brown. And
good
I was
video.
like, did anybody see that? No one saw that. That was epic. But I really hurt my ankle. And I ended up having to do PT, and it's just sort of it's never quite been the same, when you've injured an area and you're there's a weakness there. Mm-hmm. And I run or would like, I squat lifting or like play pickleball, you're moving fast. And it would always like irritate me after. It would just kind of hurt. And put this on, and the feeling was very different. It was like a cooling sensation. And I thought, well, that's interesting. And that lasted for days. And then I've just continued over the last month to put it on, and I can feel it feels stronger, than it has in a long time. So that relief recovery side of things has me really excited. And I sent some to Robin because I just knew, she would have fun with this stuff and could use it herself. And Robin, why don't you share what you've been seeing?
Thank you, Danielle, and thank you for sending me the early tubes. I ordered a couple. I'm telling you that in my 38 years of helping people and myself through all kinds of physical discomfort, emotional stress, a lot of it surrounding being uncomfortable in their bodies from accidents or from just life tension or posture, or, anything can cause a little bit of stress and discomfort in the joints. Sedentary lifestyle can cause discomfort in the joints. And then the elderly or the older people or the people who sit a lot don't want to get up and move because it hurts.
Yeah.
So there's got to be something that breaks that cycle. And this is like it's gold, really. I mean, I put it on my neck the very first time. Now, I've had a few accidents in my lifetime, and I'm not a spring chicken. So I put this on my neck that's been in a car accident. Like, I didn't get hit head on, I got hit from behind. So I had a severe, injury. I didn't go to the hospital because I wasn't bleeding out. So I figured I'm fine, The next day I woke up and I couldn't move. And I've spent years going through everything that you were talking about, Danielle: acupuncture, chiropractic, energy work, electric stim, you name it. I mean, I've not only practiced it on other people, I've done it on myself. And I just got to the point where I'm like, okay, I'm not going to take these medical prescriptions anymore because my liver and my kidneys aren't liking them. And, they just make you feel kind of all over. And I just thought I was just going to live with this discomfort for the rest of my life because that's what they said. You're permanently injured. I think you're just going to have to deal with this. And I know that's kind of what they told you, Danielle. This is your new normal. Get used to it. And you're like, no. But as we ossify, as we get a little bit older, there's something that needs to help us get the juices flowing, so to speak. And when you've got those blockages, energy blockages that can create discomfort, stagnation, you can develop all kinds of uncomfortable areas, joints, and the hips, and the low back, and everything. This morning I woke up and my low back was kind of bothering me. So I'm like, Ross, rub this on my back. So he rubbed it on my back, and I'm like, oh yeah. So anytime anything comes up, and I had him chase it because he put it on my low back, and all of a sudden I felt it go down my legs. And I said, go down my legs and put it on my calves too. So he chased it all the way out my body. And it's really interesting.
Nice.
That this is something they talked about last night on the live launch, which I totally agree with, is that you don't just put it on the area of discomfort, because it could be a referred discomfort coming from an area that's a causal place. Like a lot of times issues at the elbow and the hands can be coming from the neck.
Yeah.
So not only treating the place distally where it might be aggravating, but the source. Mm-hmm. And I've been having Ross rub it on my spine from top to bottom. And it felt like I was nervous system reset. Oh, it just like this big relief came over me. And check this out. My range of motion is like, now you didn't see before, and I'm a yoga instructor, but my neck has always been a little bit like, am I going to be able to pick it up this morning? Sometimes I literally had to lift it up with my own hands because I couldn't lift it up out of bed. I'm not kidding. This happens every once in a while when I sleep on it funny.
I want to tag on that down your spine thing, because I've been doing the same. I go to a chiropractor every week just to get the energy flowing. And she actually uses an activator. She doesn't twist me or anything. She uses this little thing like a pen, and she taps my body and things just, yeah. And I love it. She's blown away. And like I said, I've only been using this gel, the Redox Gold, for about 2 weeks. She's blown away with my knee, with my back. She said, this is the best your back has been since I started working on you. My lower back kind of sometimes would go out a little, and it's not happening now, but it's mind blowing. Okay, you don't realize how much you have going on until you use this and you think, I don't even hurt anymore. Like, I don't hurt anywhere. What? It's bizarre. Like, you walk different. You're like, wow, man. It's wild. So
That's like, yeah, the nervous system reset. I think that pain, or excuse me, just any kind of discomfort in your life over a long period of time, chronic, just sucks the life out of you and sucks. And it takes so much energy just to do the things that you would normally do, or just any normal person. I would pray, God, please just let me be normal, like everybody else, where I could move. And this is the answer to my prayers.
Yeah.
And I'm totally blown away. And let me tell you how much I've spent on dealing with discomfort in my own body, let alone all the money that my clients have spent having me work on them. So much. And somebody said, well, that's an expensive tube of gel. And I was like, are you kidding? Do you know what relief means to me? Do you know what it's like to be able to move my neck and to be able to just dance like this and feel okay? That's priceless to me. I spent way more money on every appointment, every little device, and all the different things that I have, and I have a lot. This is easily one of the best investments you can make for the awe of your body.
Yes, I agree. Danielle, tell us why this is so magical.
What's in it? What's it doing, right? So it's called Redox Gold, and really that's all you need to know. So it has literal gold, 24 karat gold, molecular. It's not nano. So some people have been like, wait, what? Because nano can get into the cells. It can bioaccumulate. Like, that's problematic. Nano silver, right? If it's too much, it's a problem. With the gold, no issue. The gold acts as a catalyst. So it's allowing for more reaction to a very particular pathway. So the redox, if you're not familiar with redox, it's just, they're the signaling molecules in your body. So they're how your cells talk. That's how genetic pathways are activated. It's like, the on-off switch in the body. And they were able to take specific redox species to focus in on one pathway, use the gold as a catalyst to make more energy, more going into this particular pathway. And it's the NRF2 pathway. That's the pathway that gets stimulated by over 160%. What that means for us is that glutathione levels go up. And again, what that means for us is that glutathione in the body is going to help with a variety of things, but essentially it's the pathway for relief and recovery. They did thermographic imaging, and if you're not familiar with thermography is going to show heat in the body. So Robin's neck, where it was like really bothering her, is going to be hotter than an area where it's not. It'll be colder, the temperature. And so with thermographic imaging, they were able to take images of people with localized areas of discomfort. You could see the heat map. You could see it much larger. And then they rubbed Redox Gold on. And the wild thing is, just one application, they waited 15 minutes. And in 100% of the people that they put it on, you could see the temperature go down. And it wasn't just like evaporative cooling. That's why they waited 15 minutes, because they had to let the skin temperature get back to normal. And then they could actually see it. So it's amazing what the body is able to do, and if you can just really focus on supporting the body in being able to address an area of concern, it's kind of like the firefighters coming to the fire. It's like, now they're there fast and quick, and that fire is getting put out. Right. It's like, that's what Redox Gold does. And, we're just getting our hands on it. So we are experimenting. We're seeing what it's doing. It's different from the Renew 28. You mentioned the white tube. I think all of us love this and will continue to use it. This one's broad spectrum. So when I've come on here before and we've talked about the blue bottle, the ASEA liquid, and the Renew 28, these are broad spectrum, which has confused a lot of people, because they're like, well, what does it do in the body? And it's like, well, it's non-specific. It helps all of the pathways open up. It activates the whole communication. It's playing every key on the keyboard. And so what that means for you and Robin and me is all going to be different, because we need different things, based on our body and what's off. And the Renew 28, that's what it does. So in our largest organ, the skin, you can see it's helping with wrinkles and cellulite and sun damage and all that stuff. This doesn't help with that. It's the gold is one pathway. It's if you need relief and recovery, gold. Anything else, continue to use the Renew 28. It's going to partner really well with it. And that's kind of the difference between the two. And I think it's really exciting. You know, I went out and I got to listen to the researchers, and I got to hear how this has been 3 years of research, because the researchers asked a very interesting question. They said, okay, like, you have this amazing technology, like this has been around 15 years, their flagship, that can hit all of these keys on the piano. And they said, what if you could take this, and rather than all of that energy and potential being scattered across all of these keys, what if you could take all that energy and potential and put it into one specific key, so we could really like touch on that and make a very fast response in the body? And that was how gold was birthed. And they found that 24 karat gold was the best catalyst. And it's interesting because the researchers at these universities, Western Sydney and University of Bath over in the UK, came back and they were like, you're probably not going to like the answer to this, but it's the 24 karat gold that's the best. And ASEA was like, hey, whatever it takes. Like, if that's the best metal, then that's what we're going to use. So they put it in there. It's beautiful. Like, I don't know that it shows up well on Zoom, but like when you put it on your finger, like there's flecks of 24 karat gold in there that you can visually see, which is just, I mean, it's just wild.
It is. And I'm just so thrilled, you know, ASEA just continues to do better. Like we can make something even better, or we can create something for this. And it's not just, we got these amazing products and we're going to stop there. They keep, you know, pushing the envelope, like, let's make something even better. And this, I mean, mind blowing. I really am blown away by what this does so quickly. Some people have immediate results. Some people, it's a couple minutes. I mean, it's wild. I was watching a lot of the testimonials, the videos, and reading a lot of them. I just covered in goosebumps, just like I was when I learned about the blue bottle. I was covered in goosebumps that day. This is the only stuff that goes in my body besides maybe some vitamins, but I don't, that's it. Michael and I, this is all that goes in us, on us, and we love it. And you guys, there is a special promo right now that's going on. If you want to try it, Danielle, do you want to explain the promo? You probably do better than I will.
The same promo that you got and Robin got and I got a month ago. Okay. The company has rolled it out for the launch to everyone. It's available for 2 weeks. So whenever you're listening to this, it's February 21st is when it finishes. And it's basically, you can get 4 big tubes of the Redox Gold at a discounted price. And they give you 6 little mini, like, travel sizes for free. Those travel sizes are usually, they're going to be like $6.50 a piece. And then the big tubes are going to retail for $70. If you put it on a subscription, they're $55. So, but to get the bulk deal, it's $198 for 4 of them. So it's like over $60 in savings. This stuff, I got 4 of those bundles back in January. They're all gone.
Yeah, I know. I just ordered the deal. I'm like, I need more to come in.
I need more. Because everybody around me, like, I was at pickleball and I brought it for my own ankle, right? And then there's a lady sitting there and she's like, my neck, I can't turn my neck. And I was like, oh, well, here. And then she's going, holy cow, you know, my neck's moving. She gets in the game, she beats me. And then everyone's like, wait, you couldn't play a second ago. Like, what's going on? And so then everybody wanted to know about this. So it's like, you know, it's amazing what we all think is normal, of just like, oh, that's just how my body is. Like, I just have to low level discomfort. That's just how it is. You know, I manage it. You don't have to, you know, you just don't have to anymore. And the cool thing, it's not just the temporary part, like, it's the recovery piece. That's the cool thing, that now a month in, I'm like, wow, okay. So I'm excited to see what people say, but the bundle is available. Your website, it's just shopasea.com/ what is it? Julia Treat?
Julia Treat. Yeah.
Yeah. So when you go there, guys, it'll be very clear. But if you're listening, you have to be in the US, Canada, Mexico, Australia, or New Zealand to buy this right now. Sorry.
I'll put the link below, by the way, so you can go check it out and see if you want to get it. Yeah. I guess you could purchase it for family elsewhere and send it to them.
You could, and it's going to be available like in Europe and Asia come March. So you don't have to wait too much longer. I did send some over to the UK, and you know, you can send it. It's a gift, you know. Valentine's Day is coming up, Mother's Day is coming up, and it's like you're literally giving somebody gold, but in a very different way. Like, to me, this is better than jewelry.
That's right. Next time I visit my mom, which is very frequent these days, because I'm helping her out through some stuff, but I have her drinking lots of this, and is helping reverse some things that were going on in here. But I'm excited because I will be introducing her to this And mine is all crumpled because I've been squeezing it, trying to get every last drop.
I know I do this number to it.
And
Get it all out.
It's
he
really
lives at a
thick.
retirement community, so I'm going to actually take several of the smaller bottles, and I'm going to go, share it with her friends there, because a lot of them are a lot of discomfort, and just let them give it a try. I thought of something as we were, I was thinking about my yoga practice. Now I'm able to do poses that I kind of wasn't able to get into so much. But what happened was this spot on my left rear end, I actually fell about 2 years ago. I tripped out at the river behind my house. I was walking my dogs. I tripped and my left leg went flying, and it ripped up the muscle across where it attaches to your rear, your butt. So it ripped. Let me tell you, I slept with a TENS unit for 2 nights because I couldn't even take it. But that eventually, got better. But as I was doing these poses, getting more to these poses, that started coming back. So I have been putting this, because I'm pulling it now, right? Like I'm activating it a little more, making it do a little more. So I started using this, and it has totally tamed it down, and it's just mind blowing. I wish I would have had this 2 years ago when I had that happen, but it's okay. I have it now. So guys,
you know what? Instead of tolerating our bodies, we can liberate our bodies.
Oh, I love that. I love
just came up with that while you guys were talking. I'm like, that's what I've been doing in all my life, is just tolerating the discomfort, tolerating the stiffness, the immobility. And I'm tolerating it. You try and smile along the way, but now we have something that can liberate us.
I love that. Liberation.
It feels so good.
It does. Guys, you got to try it. I'll drop the link below. This is gold for real. I mean, everybody, once you use it, you're gonna be telling everyone, because you don't want to see anyone suffer. Once you experience the what it does for you, you're gonna want to tell all your friends and family, anyone you meet on the streets. Like, I carry these tubes. I have the little ones. I carry them in my purse, and I just hand them out if someone says something. I said, here, just try this. So it's amazing. I'm grateful for ASEA. I have, ever since I got to know who they were and what they're about, and they're amazing products, and they really are here to help humanity liberate, help us liberate from all that holds us back. It's amazing. Thank you both for coming on, Danielle and Robin. Thank you so much. You're glowing, and I appreciate you sharing with everyone that's going to listen. Guys, I just a quick update about my website coming up. My website, Return to Light, is going to be up in several weeks. I have a team working on it right now. I know it's kind of been on the back burner for a while, but it's coming in full force. Just go to juliatreat.teamasea.com and you can check out the products there, and I'll drop the link below. Thank you, ladies. It's been a pleasure, a joy, and I am so grateful for you, and ASEA.
Nice to meet you, Julia. Thank you.